everyone, welcome to the Bountiful Farmhouse. It is mid-September and it's a bittersweet time of year for me. The garden's closing down, starting to close down, but a lot of work and it's hard for me to wind down from being so busy and working so hard in the garden. Eric and I were talking the other day about how quickly August got away from us. He went and did some motorcycle touring, went and visited some state parks with friends, and I did a lot of canning, and because he's my cameraman, we didn't get a lot of videos taken care of, but that's okay. I'm blogging about it on our website. Be patient, that'll all come up, but there's a lot to blog about. We were kind of reminiscing about the garden and all the bounty that it has given us this year, and remembering that this has been going on since January when I first started seeding up everything. So it's been a long process. I think that's the bittersweet part of it, is I've kind of poured my heart and soul into this year, and but grateful for everything that we've gotten. You'll see that on the blog. And then we are going to do a little video on the cost of doing something like this, and is it worth it, and break that down for everybody. I just finished up the cucumbers today. I'm pretty done with cucumbers, so I've been pickling them and making relish and all kinds of stuff, and but I think we're done. I think they're just about finished producing a lot. Let's take a walk through the garden, and this is one of my favorite times at night when the sun's coming through and everything's just a little backlit. We've got some birds chirping, the chickens are getting ready to go into their roost for the night, so let's just do a quick tour of the garden. I think the last garden tour that we did was July, if I remember, so really nothing in August, and that's when things are really full blown. But I'm learning a lot about peppers this year. I've got these little hot ones that are coming on, which are just so fun. They go from this bright yellow to an orange and then really red. I'm learning how to maybe put those in just some oil and preserve those over to just use them into different things. And then I don't know, the sunflowers are taking over as they do every year. Cucumbers are winding down. Our tomatoes have not suffered, but they just haven't done as well as they've done in the past. Normally we're picking tomatoes almost every other day, and we've got a lot of green ones coming on, and hopefully I can get one last batch of something out of them. I've done salsa and spaghetti sauce, but I'm hoping I can get one more something. If not, we'll use a lot of the green tomatoes, and we'll do another green tomato curry, I think is what we made last year. But I've been kind of sad because they just have not been really as much as they normally are. I've picked everything today, so there's really nothing to show. We've gotten a few eggplants, and that'll be kind of fun for us. I did a Japanese long one instead of the big fat one, so those are kind of fun. And then our squash has just not done anything for us this year. We have one, but it has been vandalized by animals. I don't know, probably ants or grasshoppers, who knows, but the one and only, actually we have another one, a little one I found while I was trimming up the grapes. That's been fun. As I've been cutting down just a lot of over leaves to make a path for us again. We're getting ready to let the chickens out into the garden and let them kind of do our fall cleanup for us, maybe in a little bit, but I decided that it would be fun to save the vines, and so I've done some wreaths here. We're hoping that we can get to farmers market next year with some of our produce that we're doing, and it'll be kind of fun to see if we can sell some wreaths as well. The sweet potatoes, so I've been clipping more leaves, and I'll trim these and make some more wreaths tomorrow. We'll get this out of the way so that we won't trip on as we walk around. Our sweet potatoes, I found them. I'm hoping that there's some underground, and we'll let those go until the frost, and then we'll pull those out. But I pulled out all the beans. They were done, and I was done with beans as well. And so this is our sunflower mass. Underneath here is some squash, and we're gonna, I don't know if there's any growing. There's lots of vines coming out, but I haven't seen any squash. We'll try to get in there and clean up some of these sunflowers and see if there's anything in there that we can find, but I don't know. The raspberries are doing great, and then this will get all trimmed up. We've had a few two, I think. We've had two yellow crookneck squash, and that's it. And then there's some little tiny acorn. Oh, that one's even fallen off, so I guess we're going to eat that one. We've got some little acorn squash growing. There's another one on there. And then, oh look, there are some more grapes. Look at that. Our grape juice is amazing. We have had such a wonderful time drinking that. It's been, and juicing it was so easy. Video on that, watch for that. That's it. We're going to clean up all that. Fall time is just time to, I usually give tips for each month. So September's tips for garden and yard are deadhead all your flowers in your flower gardens, and start, take out all your weeds, see if there's any things that need to be fertilized for the fall. I'm looking into that for the grapes and different things. And then just get your soil prepped. We'll pull all the weeds out, and then we will let the chickens go crazy in here, let them stir things up a little bit for us, and then we'll move their, I've been deep littering all summer in their coop, and we'll bring that out and put it onto the beds and let it do its thing for next spring. So that wraps it up here. Thanks for joining us here at the Bountiful Farmhouse. If you like what you see, please subscribe if you have not already. And really, thanks for joining us.